Welcome to One on One on God 101. Our guest today is Kelley from BB27. Hi, Kelley.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm recovering from a cold, but aren't we all?
I thought you were going to say you're recovering from Big Brother, but
Also recovering from Big Brother, which I think we all are as well.
okay, we're going to get into all things Big Brother in just a moment. But first, God. You just prayed with me and my producer before we started recording here. Tell me about your relationship with God. When did it first start, and what is it like today?
First of all, thank you so much for that prayer. It was beautiful. I was so grateful to start the meeting that way, and it was just really nice. So I've never really identified with one religion, so to speak. I was raised Lutheran, and I went to Sunday school, and I went through the confirmation process and all of that good stuff. But I've never really identified with being Christian or being Muslim or anything really. I've just always been very curious. I think is a good word to describe my faith is curiosity about the world. I think that curiosity is actually what's guided me through mostly everything in my life, whether it's travel or business or even being on Big Brother. I just really like seeing how different people find meaning, and whether that's through like prayer or meditation or energy or rituals, everybody's reaching for something bigger than themselves, and I think that's really beautiful.
Well, when you were praying with me just before we started recording, you have a very grateful heart. Do
Yeah.
you, so you must go through life with lots of gratitude, but do you, quote unquote, pray in your life?
I do keep a gratitude journal, and I guess you could maybe technically call that a prayer. Every morning when I sit down in my office and I do my to-do list and I do my what needs to get done and all of this stuff, I do my finances, I do what needs to be done for me, for my businesses, all of that good stuff. I never forget to start with gratitude. And so I will every single day that I start that, which I have not yet. Thank God I haven't been able to get back into business just yet. Yesterday was the first day, but I'm inching my way in. But I do start each day with 5 points of gratitude. And I guess you could call that a form of prayer. I did try to I ended every night in the Big Brother house with gratitude as well. So,
That is a form of prayer. There's a famous quote. I'm going to mess up his name, Eckhart. His first name, I can't.
Toll, Eckhart Tolle. Tolle?
Yes, Eckhart
Toll. I think it's Toll.
Tolle. And he said, if the only prayer you say is thank you, that will be enough.
I'm wondering if I have that book on my shelf over here.
Yeah, I bet you do because you
It
you
might be over there. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna look.
you know it and you live it.
Yeah.
You live it. Okay, let's
I
talk
think
about.
gratitude is the most important. I think we need to be grateful for every minute we get to be alive on this planet is a blessing, and we're so incredibly lucky to live each day.
When you live in gratitude, it squeezes out fear and anxiety.
Mhm.
Cannot exist.
Exactly.
Um, can we talk about Big Brother and your time in the house?
Yes.
You come from a small town of 50 people,
Teeny tiny.
and then you are living in this house with 16 strangers, and you did well. You took it to the end. You took it all the way to jury. Why did you do it? And was the experience what you expected to get out of it?
That's a great question, Julie. Thank you. I for me, going on Big Brother was another chapter in the insane chapters that Kelly's life is. My life, I've lived. I like to say that I've lived 1,000 lives, and I'm ready to live 1,000 more. And I'm never gonna say no to an opportunity that knocks on my door. And so when Big Brother came up, I was like, I have to do it. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I'm so glad that I did. I'm very, very glad that I said yes to Big Brother.
You have had a lot of experiences when you were doing the famous wall challenge, which this year was outfitted to look like the side of a train and you're
Right.
hanging off it, and you said, "Believe it or not, this is not the first time I've hung off of a train."
Yes, correct. In Sri Lanka, I hung off of the train that went from Kandy to Ella, which is the most beautiful train in the world, if you're asking me. And if you're asking Condé Nast Travel, also, I think they've also listed that train as the most beautiful in the world. But yeah, it's I think there's probably a picture of me doing that on Instagram somewhere.
Um, okay. So in the Big Brother house, you kinda put your chips in with Vince, only to find out but then you learned
Yes, quickly.
why, w have you talked to him since it's ended?
I've reached out on Instagram. I don't have his phone number, and I'm not going to ask other cast members to send me his phone number. I think that's if he wants to reach out, he certainly may. But I haven't heard back from him on Instagram, so I hope he's doing well. I do worry about his mental health. And I have nothing but love for each and every one of my castmates, Vince included. So I hope he's doing well, and I hope he reaches out at some point.
So you in touch with everyone else?
For the most part, yeah, I think I've talked to pretty much everyone except Vince, actually. Whether it be through Instagram or through text or through the after parties. I think I've been able to chat with everyone.
He did play, although not an honest game throughout, which is not breaking a rule,
No, no.
um, and he won a lot of challenges. Why didn't you vote for him? What made you vote for Ashley to win?
I said in the jury roundtable that if Ashley were to pull off that last HOH win and kick Morgan, that she would have my vote. That's literally all that I needed to hear from her. If it were Vince winning that final HOH and taking Ashley instead of Morgan, Vince would have had my vote. But it mattered who won that final HOH.
What if it was Vince sitting next to Morgan?
If again, it depends on who won and who took who, but I Morgan had my vote either way if she had won.
How is she doing? I haven't caught up with her yet.
I think Morgan's doing all right. Yeah, she looks like she's jumped back into her life, and I chatted with her a bit yesterday, and it seems like she's got a lot of new opportunities on the horizon as well, with modeling and Twitch and all that good stuff.
When you came out of the house, what did your friends and family, what did your boyfriend say about how you did?
Everybody was so proud of me, and I'm so happy to hear it. I kept being like, "Did I do good? Did I do good? I don't know how I did." And they're like, "Yes, Kelley, you did good. Good job. We're proud of you."
I mean, you were on a roll winning your safety in competitions.
Thank God for the blockbuster, man. I would have been out week 1.
Why do you think there was this target on you?
Well, now that I've had some post-show clarity, I think the target on me was my puzzle abilities, and every time I've gotten back from a blockbuster, I told them about the blockbuster and how easy it was, and maybe I should have kept that a little bit more under wraps and been like, no, it was so hard, but I couldn't. It was easy. So hearing what other people had to say about my blockbuster wins, and here specifically Morgan saying that she didn't think she could beat me in a mental competition, I guess that was a little bit more of the target on my back than just being irritating, like I said.
That was very funny. Uh, did going through Big Brother change you at all? Or did you learn something about yourself that you never knew?
Yeah, I've found a new perspective on life, which I really appreciate. Being able to just sit and think for a while is new to me. Like I said in our last chat, I've always been like the on the go all the time, travel, business, family. My brain's always working. And since being out of the house, I've been able to just kind of sit in silence, and that's okay with me.
I love that you've taken that with you.
Yeah, it's been nice actually.
Would you ever do it again?
Yes, I will say cautiously. Yes, I would do Big Brother again.
Why do you hesitate a little bit?
It was the hardest thing I've had to do yet in my life going through that. I understand we had all of our basic needs met in the house with air conditioning and heating and food whenever we wanted it, but being isolated from my friends and family for that long was really a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. So it would take a lot for me to go back, but I would definitely consider it.
By trade, you're a web designer, yes?
Yes.
And you have plans of going back to that.
Yep. I actually visited a client yesterday and took some pictures for their website that they want updated. And I've been chatting with Rachel and Will and Keanu to do their websites as well.
I
So
love it.
I
Build
know,
a
right?
business. Oh my goodness.
They'll get the
Uh,
friends and family discount, of course.
I love that. It sounds like you made friends for life.
I definitely made friends for life.
Well, Kelley, this is not goodbye. Who knows if I'll see you on another season, but I'm sure our paths will cross again. Until then, I say God bless you and Godspeed to you.
Thank you, Julie. I love you.
Love you too, Kelley.
Bye.